Hey nerds, I'm here with someone who needs no introduction. Tell us, Mr. Costner, what is it like in comparison to your other roles, portraying a coach versus an athlete?
Yeah, well, for one, you don't have to do all the running. That's kind of good. I hate running. So long distance running, I really am not capable of doing that very well. But, I was part of a true story here in McFarland, not too far from Bakersfield, We have a pretty good life. We wonder if the nation even knows who we are down here. Well, we are something. We do stand for something, and our kids stand for something. And our kids, like everywhere else in the country, if you give them a goal, they can exceed well beyond their imaginations. And that's what happened with McFarland. And pretty soon the state knew about them, and now nationally people will know about them.
Absolutely. And in addition to what you're saying, why do you feel like this story specifically was one worth telling?
Well, there's all kind of stories that can be told, and I do them too. I make westerns, political, thrillers. I make love stories, romantic comedies. I make westerns. But sometimes you get a chance to make a story about something that actually happens in a community, and you feel like it's worth telling. I remember reading this story in Sports Illustrated a long time ago and being really impressed. It was written beautifully. It was inspiring to read it, and somehow to turn into a movie and to find myself in the middle of all of it. It's just part of the mystery of life, at least my life.
Fantastic. What did you find about Jim White to be most inspirational to you?
Well, I think that, he's a very quiet man. He's not always trying to be heard. I think that, what he thinks about, the way he conducts himself is probably the way he conducted himself a long time ago, and people begin to rely on that. They begin to trust that. And in America, a lot of times when we succeed, at least the way this program succeeded, we're usually moving on. We're usually moving up or moving out, because that's what people do in America. They move up, out, and onward. And he didn't. He stayed. He stayed with his community. So did the runners.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time this evening. Have a wonderful night.